Hey, this is Static from the future compared to this video. I just wanted to come in here real quick and offer a little bit of an explanation. I know I haven't uploaded in like a week and a half. Normally I talk about it in the video, but this recording is old, so this recording was recorded before the week and a half long hiatus, however long it's been. So as far as this static is concerned in this video, that hasn't happened yet. But as far as I'm concerned, it just happened. I just wanted to come in here and let you guys know I'm still around. I'm still recording. I'm still uploading, obviously, since this has been recorded. It's just that I've been very distracted over this last week and a half. I've been working on school as well as other things, and I've been distracted by other games that I've been wanting to play as well. So it's been hard for me to sit down and just edit for over an hour, and I've been very procrastinating putting it off. But I decided I just stopped what I was doing and immediately came here, decided I was going to sit down, I was going to do some editing, get some things done, and get some videos posted because I've been wanting to the last week and a half, but I just haven't. Between procrastinating editing and preparing for multiple different tests for my classes and taking those tests and retaking one of them, I've been very distracted. So anyway, I'm back, hopefully for at least a few videos before I inevitably end up getting distracted and I stop for a while again. I don't want to stop for a week and a half like I just did, but it's inevitable. It will happen again at some point. That's a fact. But that's not my goal. I'm trying to not do that. So, with that explanation out of the way, I'll leave you guys to it. I'll leave you to watch this video. Hopefully, more coming soon. I have episode 27 recorded already, and since it's been a week and a half, I don't remember if I've recorded 28 yet or not. I might have. I'll take a look at that here in a minute. But at least this video and 27 have been recorded, so I'll be trying to get those out, hopefully one right after the other. We'll see. I don't want to wait, but we'll see how it goes. I am a very big procrastinator, and here we go. That's the problem that we're facing now. A week and a half of no uploads because I've just been putting off editing. But anyway, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I'll leave you guys to it, and I'll let myself from like 2 weeks ago or something like that, I'll let him take it away. You guys have fun.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. It doesn't seem like switching the USB ports did work. It worked that one time for some reason, but last episode and this episode, it did not. I still had to unplug it and plug it back into the exact same port just so that OBS can pick up the audio. Don't know why. Don't know why. I don't think I'll ever know why. But at least it's an easy solvable issue. Easily solvable, rather. What was that? Was that... Well, yeah, okay, well, mistake. That's kind of been bothering me for a while. Maybe we should go ahead and try to start filling that up just so that that gets maxed out. I think there's an easy way to go about it, but I don't remember how. Can we just give meat to somebody? Is that in this game, or is that just World? That might just be World. I thought I could give meat to somebody and they like they cooked it a day later. I know it's in World, but I thought it was in this game too. Alright, we'll move on. Oh, we could actually do some of these. I'll fulfill some of these requests just because we can. Fuck it. Wait, what just happened? Huh? What am I supposed to do? Wait, what's going on? The fuck just happened? What? Where am I supposed to go to claim that? I don't know what just happened. Alright, never mind. I'm confused. Very strange start. Alright, let's restart. Let's get our mind back to where we need to be. Fuck the rest of that. I'll figure that out later, I guess. Let's take a look at what we're doing here. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to progress. And since I actually like some of these, I'm not going to look up the keys quite yet. We're just gonna have some fun for a while. So let's start off. Let's see. Who do we want to fight? Oh man, there's all these options. I'm not going to do any of the ones that I dislike until we know that we have to. So, let's start off with Celtis Queen, because Celtis Queen is new, so I'll leave in this whole fight. And now that we're about to fight her, I'll talk about what I talked about a few episodes ago. The reason why the Celtis armor is so high defense, despite Celtis being so damn weak. Oh, look at that. Is because the Celtis actually doesn't have armor of his own. It's called Celtis, but this is actually Celtis Queen armor. So Celtis doesn't have an armor set, it's just that Celtis pieces go towards the Celtis Queen armor, and that's what this is. So, the armor you saw originally, like that one, the Celtis Falls, was the Celtis Queen waist, and as you can tell, she is a higher star monster than Celtis by quite a bit. So it makes sense that her defense is so high. And you'll see when we start this fight why Celtis goes into the Celtis Queen armor, because they're kind of inseparable. Celtis Queen, I think, is the only monster that does this, but they actually double fight together. Celtis Queen has a Celtis with her that is on her side the whole fight, and they actually have combo moves that they do together in a really unique way. I don't know where she spawns. Do we have an airship? Hey, there's the red comet. I have no clue where she spawns. We'll just wander around and look. Okay, never mind. Hey, buddy. Come here. So our mission is to kill the Celtis Queen. Celtis is here as well. You just saw him. And he's going to stay here. But we don't need to kill him. He's not part of the objective. We're here for the Queen, not the Celtis. And I have tried killing the Celtis first. My preferred way to play against boss fights like this, where they have smaller minions with them, my preferred way to play would be to take out the smaller ones first and then focus on the big guy last. Fucking awesome. Great start to this fucking fight. Same move again, by the way. That's awesome. My preferred way to go about this fight would be to target Celtis first and then go for the Queen. And I have done that before, but the problem is that they quite literally are inseparable. If you kill Celtis first, that'll only buy you like a few minutes of a fair fight in a 1v1, because after a few more minutes, another Celtis will spawn immediately back in. They're infinitely respawning until the Queen dies. So you might as well just learn how to deal with him, learn how to fight them both, and just go for the Queen. It's been a long time since I've fought Celtis Queen, and I'm not a master with her anyway, regardless. So, I didn't mean to parry that. That was a pure accident. So I'm not expecting this to go very great. It already isn't. But, I mean, Celtis Queen isn't really that hard of a monster, so hopefully it won't be bad. They haven't done any combo moves yet, which is a shame. I mean, it's not really... No, I'd say it's a shame. I would rather them be together than a Celtis on his own attacking me from behind. And it looks like now they are. There's the Celtis riding the Queen. Which now basically means that we're fighting one target rather than two, so I'd prefer that. There's a combo move. And here's another combo thing that they do with the Celtis picking the Queen up. It is pretty cool, and it's really unique. That's awesome. I love getting hit by an attack that I physically couldn't avoid because I was tremored. That's awesome. That's my favorite thing in the game, is when I get hit unfairly. I really like that a lot. I'm not a big Celtis Queen fan, just because not really that interesting to me. But I do have to say that the Celtis combo that they do is super cool and super unique. I can't think of another monster that does anything even kind of like this. Ah, fuck. I knew that they had that ground slam attack, and when I saw Celtis pick her up, I thought that's what they were doing, but I didn't know for sure. So my plan was to try and see what they were doing and try to react immediately as I saw Celtis Queen fall and hit the critical juncture. but unfortunately my plan did not work out. I was trying to make it reactive because I didn't have the ability to predict. Unfortunate. I guess you could tell, thanks, man. I guess you could tell that that's what they're doing because Celtis Queen will go, like, really high into the... I don't know why I'm not defense down. Because I've been hit several times by the Celtis' dumbass spit. And I'm pretty sure that defense downs. Or at least water blights. Okay, game. I'm so fucking sick of the Celtis Queen's tail attacks. So fucking annoyed by it. She literally moves that fucking tail slower than I can run in game, and it still hits me and knocks me across the map. Alright, can't believe I missed that. Actually, I can, because the game likes to make me miss almost all of my attacks on a constant basis. I didn't want to Fate Slash in this direction. Thank you. Thank you for deciding that for me. You almost got me fucked. Thank you for another tail attack. I hate your tail attacks because they're so fucking stupid. Celtis is off. That kind of sucks. Oh, I guess the reason for that is because they're leaving. They don't leave together. Whenever Celtis Queen leaves, she always knocks the Celtis off first. Well, that buys us, I think, like 20 or so seconds in this zone here without the Celtis following us. I'm hoping it's 20 seconds. Might be less than that. It just needs to be a little bit of time, is the point. I'd like to fight Celtis without... or Celtis Queen without Celtis here at all. I sheathed nothing. The game is purposely stealing my shit now. I tried to do an attack, but I did a sheath to defend myself instead. But the Celtis Queen didn't do shit. She was just standing still. So what the fuck did I just sheath? The answer is nothing. The game just didn't want me to attack, is the fucking point. And that's pretty fucking obvious. Thanks. I like it. I like it a lot. Can you just please be fair? Motherfucker. So tired of this shit. Alright, yep. Fuck me for attempting to dodge then, I guess. Pixel clip me again. Oh my fucking god. So annoying. It's just a bunch of small, annoying bullshit that just keeps stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking for fucking hours. One small thing right after the other, right after the other, right after the other. At the same time, then right after the other again. Over and over and over and over and over again. I'm so fucking tired of it. Just fucking stop. Can't see anything. I don't know how her legs haven't been broken yet. Maybe I'm not hitting them as much as I am, or maybe she has way too much fucking health. Or, I mean to say, maybe I'm not hitting them as much as I think I rather. Well, there goes one leg, so that answers some of that question. Thank you, Celtis. This is why I prefer them together rather than apart. Oh, that's two broken. What the fuck? When did I break that one in the front? That had to have just happened, but I didn't hear, like, the sound effect or see it break. I can't tell what's going on. There's nothing but the color green on my screen. There goes the other leg. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Thank you, Celtis. Thanks, man. Keep up the good fucking work, you worthless piece of shit. I really appreciate that. Please just ride the Celtis Queen again. I don't want you coming up from fucking behind me while I'm in the middle of a different fight and having you hit me across the map for no motherfucking reason. Just mind your fucking business or ride the Queen. Thank you, Celtis. Thank you. I haven't thanked you enough. Motherfucker. Luckily we're doing this fight first, because I forgot that I'm not really a big fan of this fight. This is not the best Celtis Queen fight I've ever had, but I will admit, I've had worse. I think I've had like 1 or 2 Celtis Queen fights that have gone absolutely gobsmackingly hellish right from the very beginning. Even playing online with other people on the team. Guess that's what you get from a monster that has another monster backing them up perfectly. That's about how that concept goes, I suppose. Looks like she's trying to leave the zone. Celtis will be getting kicked off once she gets to the hallway. I'm gonna assume she's coming to 7, because it looks like she is. So I'm gonna get here first and sharpen, and hopefully be alright. Are you fucking kidding me right now? One thing after the fucking other, over and over and over and over again, just to make sure that I can't have 2 fucking minutes of enjoyment from anything I do in this game. I believe she's limping. I think, maybe not actually, I don't know. I want to believe she's limping, because we've done pretty good hits. Broke all 4 of her legs, and have hit other parts of her body, like, pretty damn well. Yeah, are you fucking serious, Celtis? I hate playing this game. Fuck you, dude. Is there some better way to deal with Celtis? Because killing them is quite literally a waste of time. Like a huge waste of time. You kill Celtis and another one will spawn in like 1.5 minutes later. At full health. So what the fuck is even the point in spending that time trying to kill him? While you're still fighting Celtis Queen at the same time. I have found it the best, like, just to target Celtis Queen. But right now, that's not really working out for me. As well as it usually does. So is there some actual way to deal with Celtis that doesn't involve wasting 80 minutes of my time, killing 20 of them? I've got no clue, and I'm not expecting an answer because this video is probably going to get like 3 views max. Celtis was asking for that one. And this would be the reason why Celtis is so weak, by the way. I don't know if I explained that. Is because he's not meant to be a large monster on his own. Celtis is more so for backing up the queen. So he's kind of like a mini small monster. So when you fight Celtis alone, the dude is an extreme pushover. I think Celtis and Bulldrome are the only 2 monsters that I've ever killed after the mission ends. I do believe. Wait, did you just kill Celtis? Wait, what the fuck just happened? Did she just kill Celtis? I've never seen that happen. What in the hell? Well, I guess that's one way to deal with Celtis, is just let her fucking do it. You dumbass, why would you do that? What did you gain from doing that? Well, finally a 1v1, I suppose, and now you're getting your ass kicked. You were quite literally asking for that. You were asking for that. Why did you kill Celtis? That wasn't me, that was you. dumbass. Okay, well, I've never seen Celtis Queen ever do that before, but usually whenever I see a move that was never used on me in the past, it ends up being some absolutely gobsmacking, horrendous move that's ungodly unfair. But this time it actually helped me. I don't know what that was. That's strange. Guess we get some free Celtis parts for this kill. And there you go, that was Celtis Queen. The fight is not that great, in my opinion. More so annoying than anything else. This is not the best Celtis Queen fight I've ever had. Definitely had better. But I've also definitely had worse. I've fought Celtis Queen online with people before, and had it go south literally in the first like 30 seconds. And people were dropping left and right, and we ended up failing the mission immediately. And then the same group of people were already farming Celtis Queen, and were successful beforehand. So, you know, it's just how the game goes. Just that inconsistent design. You can kill a monster 20 times and have it go perfect all 20 times. But that 21st time you fight him, it will be like you've never fought him a day in your life. Just because the game willed it so. It's just how it goes. I assume that was probably a key because Celtis Queen is all the way new. Is this dude still distraught? Is that because I died? I feel bad about that. I shouldn't have died last time. Like, oh man, I'm so dumb. I opened up the menu to return to village, and it was right there on the screen out of like 4 options, and I just didn't see it until it was too late. I looked at that and I was like, huh, I don't see the fucking leave button. Oh wait, it's right there, and then I died. Oh, I'm so dumb. If I knew it was there, it would have been fine. If I was ready for it, I would have been fine. It doesn't really affect anything in the story, but I don't know. I just feel bad. I feel like I messed up. Ironically enough, that basically scripted death, because that isn't meant to be a real fight. You're fighting somebody way above your pay grade, just to like experience them. Ironically enough, the death I experienced in that is the most fair death I've experienced in the series so far. I'll definitely take that death. Who do we want to fight now? Not Gravios, because Gravios sucks. Not Rathalos, because I'm not a big fan of him. Not Zinogre, because again, I like to save the best for last. I'd like to fight Duramboros, but he's a capture. I'd like to fight Ignactor, but he's a capture. Tigrex, possibly. And Legiacris, possibly. Alright, let's fight Legiacris, and then we'll fight Tigrex. We'll do that. We need to really keep an eye out for honey, too, by the way. Because I'm mowing through these fucking mega potions. I'm using so many of them. How do we have 34? I thought we had like 6. What? How the fuck did we get 34 honey? I don't know. Right. And why we have 43 mega potions and 34 honey? What? How the fuck? We have like 4 times the amount of both that I thought we had. Alright, I guess we're way more fine on it than I thought we are. Well, still, let's keep an eye out for honey because you can never have too much. I just didn't expect to have that damn many. Alright, so let's go for Legiacris. We have fought this guy before, but he's a cool monster. And hopefully the game still agrees with me that he's a cool monster and doesn't want to just ruin the experience. But we sure will see. Oh, that was so clean. Oh man, I'm doing so good right now. Please don't let this end real soon. Alright, that was my bad. Wrong timing. Should have done that slightly earlier. Land? Okay, I think I did land it, just barely. Fuck, I was slightly out of range where I would like to be on that. Damn it! No way! Oh, what? What the fuck? How did that work? That critical juncture had to have been like on the last frame before it ran out of time for succession. Or succeeding, I suppose, would be the right term. Success, I guess, would just be the right way to say it competitively. Oh man, dude, I got really lucky with that critical juncture, I will say. That was a messed up timing on my part, and it just so happened to work out. Alright, parry too early, but at least it didn't fuck me, so that's alright. I don't know how much I'll be keeping this in, but I would like to keep in a decent bit, because this fight has been pretty cool so far, I'd say. I've not been doing too bad. Don't! Oh, damn it. I knew you were going to hit me out of it. I shouldn't have lunged forward. If I didn't lunge forward, I would have had time. I didn't want to lunge there. That kind of sucks. That's fine. Broke something? Was that his chest? Yes, it was. I've been aiming for that since the beginning. Stop trying to ledge me like every other monster since Seregios. Get down and fight me on even ground. That's a single rock, and that's where you're deciding to fight? Nice try. I know you're just trying to screw me. I can't see anything through these fucking trees. These trees and vines. What is going on right now? Okay, messed up parry, but at least it didn't screw me, I suppose. I am not at all confident with my ability to parry that, so I'm not even going to try. I have parried it before, but I've messed it up more times than I've succeeded, so I'm not going to risk it right now. I might try to parry that more so on my main profile. Like, if I were to take my main profile, fight high rank Legiacris, and practice parrying that attack, I'd be able to parry it without risk of getting my ass kicked whenever it hit me, because my defense would be way overpowered for high rank Legiacris. So then that would allow me to get the timing down without the threat of instant dying if I messed up. Whoa, what the fuck? I shouldn't have tried to micro-dodge that. I didn't realize he could slightly re-point himself when he was already midway through the attack. Whew, there we go. First zone done. Man, this fight has been a lot of fun so far. I don't know how much I'm keeping in. Depends on how long this video ends up being at the end of the day. But, I mean, I would like to keep in a good bit of it, because this has been really fun so far. It looks like we are finally getting out of our rut. Celtis Queen was still, alright, messed up that parry. Was still pretty bad, but that's more so off of the fact that Celtis Queen just kind of sucks than the game just doing its thing. The game is always going to do its thing no matter who I'm fighting, but a lot of those problems didn't come up fighting Celtis Queen. It was more so just the fact that Celtis Queen is annoying. Whereas Legiacris, I actually do like. So if I were to hate this fight, it would be because the game is trying to do its thing, not because Legiacris is a bad monster. But I'm not getting that. I'm actually enjoying this fight because I do like Legiacris, and the game is not doing its thing right now. And maybe it'll stay like that if we fight more monsters we actually like. I don't know, that's the hope. Yeah, now that we're fighting a monster that I actually know how to fight, you can tell we're using way less healing than we have been recently. That's the difference between knowing the monster and not knowing it. It really pays to be experienced on who you're fighting, especially when you're using a counterattack weapon. Like, by this point in the Celtis Queen fight, I don't think she'd be limping yet, and we'd have used like 3 times the amount of Mega Potions and Potions. Damn it, I was facing the wrong way again. Leviathan roars are really weird to parry because their head is away from their body, so you have to keep that in mind when... Oh, fuck. Am I about to get stunned? Okay, I'm low. Let's back up for a minute. If I died there, I would accept that. That would have been fair, even if I got stunned because I was lightning bladed for 2 hits. Whew. I got hit once. I don't know how, but I do think it was my fault. And then when he did the shoulder bash, I tried to sheath it, but I failed. I was too late, so I got hit again. And I was lightning bladed for both hits. That could have been really bad, and I really would only have myself to blame for that. If I had died there, that would have been a completely fair death. That would have just been a huge skill issue on my part. Well, if it wasn't for that, my statement on the use of Mega Potions and all that would still hold up. But that alone just doubled the amount of Mega Potions we used. Because I went from like 100 to 2 real fast. And that shows the importance of not making a mistake. Because in this game, even if you are fighting somebody you know, if you mess up once or twice, you can immediately die. Even if I got stunned, I probably wouldn't have died just because he wasn't targeting me at the time. But if he was targeting me, I would have been fucked if I got stunned. Okay, unlucky. I thought that first bite would hit me, but I was wrong. I should have waited till the second. Okay, I also didn't think my weapon was still out. Alright, I failed to sheathe that. All of a sudden, my skill is gone. Now I'm getting frustrated, not because the game is attacking me, but because I'm playing so fucking dumb. Where did all of my good gameplay go? It's like I've never picked up a controller before in my life. I just made like 8 mistakes back to back, one right after the other. Nice. Well, at the end of the day, we used the same amount of Mega Potions against Celtis Queen, which on paper negates the point I was trying to make earlier. But the reason we use so many has nothing to do with that point. The reason we use so many is because there in the final 40 seconds, I had a complete brain clear moment where all the wrinkles in my brain disappeared and got smoothed out by an iron, and I just lost critical thinking. I lost the ability to comprehend my motor movements, and I just couldn't play anymore. It was like I just gave the controller to some child who started playing for me right there at the end. I don't know what the fuck just happened. We should have used only like 2 Mega Potions in that, which again showcases what I was talking about the difference of experience, especially if you're playing a counterattack weapon. But the reason we ended up using 5 instead of 2 is entirely my fault right there at the end. I started playing so fucking dumb. It happens. Happens to the best of us. Sometimes you just get those moments. That was full-heartedly my fault. Overall, a really good fight. That was a lot of fun. I played surprisingly well for the majority of that fight, all the way up until the end. Overall, I am impressed with how I played, and I feel good about that. Overall. Because those final 40 seconds did paint me in like the worst light possible. Just mistake after mistake over and over and over again. That was bizarre. Very strange. But anyway, let's move on. We're actually doing pretty well on time, so I might be able to keep in everything of that fight, which would be cool, because that was a pretty good fight. Let's restock. Put some stuff away. Get a whetstone. We did just get a food boost, right? I believe we did. Alright. Then we'll fight Tigrex. Alright. I was gonna check out armor, but I don't feel like it, actually. So let's just get right into it. Oh, we need Wrath, we need Wrath Maro or something like that for... Oh, well, Wrath Maro is more common from Rathian anyway than Rathalos, isn't it? Damn. Maybe we should start looking at other weapons to replace this Seregios weapon, because I really don't want to farm out for the Wrath Medula, I think it was, not Maro, actually. Wrath Medula. He's going to be here in 3. Go. I don't want to farm that out, so maybe we just, we fight Rathalos, see if we get lucky, and if we don't, we'll just go ahead and fucking, just look for a different weapon. Because I really don't want to farm that out. Alright, here's Tigrex. Who is, again, this... Tigrex is a high-tier monster on my, my rating, and Legiacris is a high-medium. So between the two, Tigrex should be tougher. Most of my rating is seen reflected in the G-rank stars, or maybe also in the multiplayer high-rank stars, because they definitely don't seem reflected in the single-player stuff. You'll see these guys grouped together even though I feel like they shouldn't be. It might be a stat thing, and that's why they're not grouped together. Maybe in multiplayer, Tigrex and the other high tier monsters are just given higher stats compared to the high medium monsters than they would in single player. I do feel bad, by the way. I believe last episode I went on this huge rant about like how bad the tracking system in this game, and I used a lot of extreme words that I didn't realize I was using at the time, and I didn't intend to use. That wasn't my point. My point was that I thought it would be cool if there was a much more immersive tracking system that was a lot more reliable than just wandering around looking for the monster. And my point does still hold up. But when I was making that argument, I completely forgot about the existence of paintballs, which would have negated a lot of my extreme wording and negative commentary on the tracking system in this game. I talked about how like it was stupid that you had to wander around and there was nothing to help you, and there was nothing you could do about it. I thought that was dumb. And that's just not true, because the paintballs would negate that issue completely. However, the point I raised about the tracking system and how I thought it would be a lot better if it was a much more immersive system, like what World did, but a better version of that, I still completely agree with that, and none of that point I would change. I just think it was unfair of me to criticize this game's system so harshly. When paintballs exist, it would negate a lot of that issue. If I had remembered about paintballs, I don't like to use them, because again, they're not that fun, they're not that immersive. But if I had remembered about them, I would have used them, and we would have found Nargacuga a lot sooner. I believe we were fighting Nargacuga at the time. We would have found Nargacuga a lot sooner, and it would have been a lot less of a painful experience just wandering around looking for him. So that was my fault, that was my bad. I forgot about them. But my point on the tracking system, and how I'd prefer that, and how I hope they do something like that in the future, I still completely agree with that. I just regret being so extremely negative towards this game system when I completely forgot about paintballs. That is my bad. That ill reflects the point I attempted to convey. But anyway, with that little thing over, the fight we're doing right now, I made a couple of mistakes that got me heavily punished because I was focused on talking about that, so I got the timing on a parry wrong, I think while he roared. He's really fucking fast now. I don't know if it's just a coincidence or bad luck, but he seems way faster now while he's enraged than he did in low rank. It might be that they toned down some of that thing for a lot of these monsters in low rank, but then once you get to high rank, they blast it back up. Because I didn't mention it at the time, I don't think, but there were quite a few monsters that I talked about them being like very vicious and ferocious. But then we fought them in low rank. They didn't reflect that, how I remember them being in G rank. And I didn't mention it at the time because I thought it was just a coincidence that they chose not to be like that. But now that he is like this, and he wasn't in low rank, I'm starting to question maybe they just toned them down in low rank because they're still trying to ease you into the game. And maybe once you get into high rank, that's when, okay, they just have it programmed into the game that when he gets enraged, the speed boost he receives is a lot more steep than it was in low rank. Maybe. Or maybe it really is a coincidence that the one we fought in low rank just didn't feel like getting all that fast when he went into enrage. I don't know. Either way, I feel like right now, he is a lot more reflective of that vicious, angry, really heavy-hitting, very fast, attacking Tigrex picture that I painted when we first fought him in low rank. This feels a lot more reflective of that than the low rank fight was. Because whenever he's enraged, I really feel it. I really feel like, okay, I gotta be way more careful because he's about to be beating my ass. He just seems so much faster than he did in low rank. I don't know if it's just me. Either way, I'm not gonna be playing any less aggressive against him. We just gotta be a little bit more cautious while remaining just as aggressive. I also hate that that second bite of that attack keeps hitting me almost every single time he does that attack, regardless of what the fuck I do or where the fuck I'm standing. I haven't really had that issue before. I don't know why I'm having it now. Ill timing, that's fucking awesome. I should have done that one frame earlier and I'd have been fine. I intended to, but I hesitated a little bit too long. I'm dead. Yep, good game. Nice. That was a fair death. Pisses me off, because that was a fucking cringe death. But I do have to admit, that was fair. Annoying and super fucking dumb, but fair nonetheless. Because that's Tigrex for you. That's what Tigrex is known for. Is that little thing that he does where he just runs back and forth 75 times in a row? That's what he's known for. That's the Tigrex classic. And if we were in a zone that wasn't just a narrow 2-inch hallway, inherently, I might have had more options to actually avoid that. But given that we started the fight when he got enraged in the corner, and then he immediately did the charge and I was already low on health, and he did the charge focused entirely on me 4 times in a row, yeah, I was dying from that. There was no fucking way. No way I was surviving that. Well, we died against Nursilla, and it was a super cringe death and unfair. We died against Shogun Sianitar, and it was way more unfair than the Nursilla fight. We died against Valstrax, and the only reason I died is because I had my main menu open and I wasn't trying to actually fight him for real. And now we've died against Tigrex, and this fight, or this death, I'd say, although annoying because of the circumstances, it does piss me off that I died. It is fair. That genuinely is something that I could have avoided, but I didn't. I didn't avoid it. So out of everything, you guys consider it however you want, but I'd consider this Tigrex death to be my real first death of the series. The Nursilla one, I don't want to accept because everything about that fight was horrible. Shogun Sianitar one I don't want to accept because it was a stun kill and was super horrible. The Valstrax one, I mean, that was a fair death, but the fight itself wasn't really meant to be a fight. But this one is meant to be a fight. The death was fair, so I'm fine with accepting that. But you guys consider it however you feel is most compensatingly fair. But to me, this Tigrex death is our first death of the series, our first real death of the series. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with dying to Tigrex. I've always got room to improve, always things to do better on. I think in order to avoid that, when he started the charge, I was already fucked. There was nothing I could have done about that at all, as far as I'm aware. When I edit this, I'll watch it over and see if that is true. But my opinion right now as it stands, I think how I should have avoided that is when he got enraged, purposely get him out of the corner and fight him in an open area instead of continuing to fight him in the corner. I mean, in an ideal scenario, what I'd actually do is immediately hit him with a dung bomb before any of that happened, so that we can move to a zone that isn't so fucking small. That way we can actually fight him in an area that is a lot more fair to fight him in. Then if you were to do that charge attack, I'd have way more options of avoiding it. However, I wouldn't use a dung bomb realistically against a one-on-one monster that I'm fighting just to get him in a more ideal zone. I just wouldn't do that. That's not me. You guys know oh, fuck me. Bad timing. You guys know that I always take, like, the harder option on myself all the time, just because it's the simplest option, or it's just what's going on at the time. I don't pursue the easiest option. I don't go out of my way to pursue the easiest option, using items and tools just to make the fight easier on myself. If it's hard, I deal with it. So realistically, I know using the dung bomb on him and getting him into a more ideal zone, like this zone is perfect, would be the best option. But I know I would not do that. I just wouldn't. That zone sucks. Zone 4 is a horrendous zone to fight Tigrex in. But if he's in Zone 4, I'll fight him in Zone 4. And I did, and I died as a result. Just how it goes. Just how it goes. The fact of the matter is, I should have been good enough at the game to not die, despite the fact that Zone 4 is a horrible zone to fight him in. That's just how it goes. I made a series of mistakes. I got punished for it. I died, and I need to improve. I need to improve. And I will improve. That's what we're here for. Alright? Should have sheathed that, but I didn't think it would hit me, so I didn't, and now I'm paying the price. Oh, that was kind of cool. Boom, aerial critical juncture kill. Loser. I also feel that maybe we should take a step back and actually get better armor than this. Because every time I get hit, it does like 70% of my health. Maybe we should, you know, relax a little bit and start actually working on equipment instead of just bum rushing. Let's do that. Once we get back to the hub, we'll check out equipment, see about maybe trying to upgrade our weapon. We'll fight Rathalos next episode, first thing, and see about maybe upgrading our weapon if we get lucky. But I'm not going to farm him or Rathian just to upgrade my weapon. I just don't want to do that. It's not worth it, in my opinion. Or maybe my opinion will change when we get there, I don't know. But for right now, I don't feel like I want to do that. So, we'll see. If I don't get lucky on the Wrath Medula fighting Rathalos, we may or may not farm for it, probably won't. And if we don't, we'll see about trying to get a different weapon in order to get around that. That way we can still have a strong weapon on our level without needing to farm for such a horrible item. Alright, let's immediately beeline our way over here. And let's take a look at some armor. 58 compared to our 44, I believe, so that'll be a 14 increase. That'll be pretty damn solid. We can get 60 for Celtis. We do already have the ability to make the Celtis waste. So maybe we make the Celtis waste for that 60 defense, and then we see about making other armor for the other pieces. We don't exactly need a full set of everything we make. I've just been doing that because it's easy. It's just easy to go for one set instead of trying to mix it up. But we don't exactly need to do that. What matters most is defense. So if we make the Celtis waste for that easy 60 defense, get that 16 increase right off the bat, we can then start focusing on some of these other armor pieces and see about what we want for that. Tigrex is another 60. Fusium ore, I'd assume Fusium ore is just gotten from zones, or maps rather, from this star. That would make the most sense. So if we were to make Tigrex armor, let's say, 60 defense, which is fucking really good. Tigrex shell and scale, that would be pretty easy to acquire. Fusium ore is probably easy to acquire. So the leggings would be easy to make. We don't even have his arms unlocked. So that means it would require an item we don't even have, which means it may or may not be rare, I'm not sure. But if we were to do Legiacris instead, this wouldn't be hard to acquire. I don't think Shockers are that hard to acquire even though we don't have them. I hope they're not. Tigrex chest would be pretty easy. We just need more carapace than Hydrohide, which I believe Hydrohide Plus should come from high-ranked Ludroths, the small monsters, so that would be easy. So the leggings and chestplate are easy. The arms we don't even know about. Or we can make the Gravia... I'm not doing that. That looks horrible. Fuck that. We may be in need of defense, but we're not so in need of defense that I'm willing to sacrifice style that hard. That looks horrendous. And we don't even have the Tigrex helmet unlocked. Alright. Okay, so game plan. Game plan, maybe we fight Tigrex at least one more time to see about possibly unlocking the arms and helmet and seeing how hard they are to make, and see about possibly getting enough stuff to make the leggings. And we'll see about trying to get Fusium ore at the same time. That way, if possible, ideally, we can instant make the leggings and have that right off the bat. While we're here and thinking about it, I'm just going to go ahead and make the Celtis waste. Get that 60 defense right here, one piece of armor covered. So that's probably what we'll do. We'll fight Tigrex one more time and see about getting Fusium ore while we're at it. And in the hopes of being able to make the leggings immediately, and then we'll have two 60 defense pieces. And in the hopes of unlocking the arms and helmet so we can see what they require. Alright, pretty solid. I want to see, just to check, if we've unlocked anything else from doing any of this. We have not. Okay. Alright. So we still have some tasks ahead of us. Some things to check out. We'll fight this Rathalos mission. Maybe see about upgrading our weapon if we get lucky. And then I think we'll fight... Jinogre. We'll fight Jinogre after that. And if we haven't unlocked a red star, we'll then look it up. Because I do want to fight Durambros and Ignactor, but I don't want to do capture missions. I don't like capture missions. So I'm not going to do these missions unless I know that we have to. Which is unfortunate, because both Durambros and Ignactor I really like. Especially Ignactor. I think Ignactor is super cool. I talked about him the other episode when we fought Lavasioth. He is Lavasioth, but better in every way. He's Lavasioth Legiacris, whereas Lavasioth is Ignactor Plesioth. So Ignactor I really like. Durambros I also like. And I'd like to fight them, but I don't want to do it in a capture mission unless I have to. So we'll fight Rathalos, see about getting a Wrath Medulla if we get lucky. If we do, we'll upgrade our weapon. If not, we'll see about other weapons that we can maybe acquire that are just as good. And then we'll fight Jinogre, since he's a hunt mission as well. And if we don't have any red bubbles, we'll just look up what we need to do and go from there. So anyway, I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this. Finally, we had an episode in the 20s that didn't suck horrendously bad. We actually had fun for once, which is a feeling I've long forgotten. So I feel great about that. I'm looking forward to next episode when we fight Jinogre again. And you guys know I love Jinogre. So anyway, again, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you checking out these videos, and I hope to see you in the next one. You guys take care. Have a great rest of your day.